Hey guys, and welcome back to the Impression Channel. Now, for today's video, I'm going to do another tier list, but I got Star Wars movies. Now, this tier list isn't going to be quite as long as the previous tier list that I did, but that's okay. We're going to make the most of it. So, enough beating around the bush. Let's just dive right in, shall we? And you're going to know all my thoughts on every Star Wars movie that has been released. Okay, now let's start with the first one here. New Hope. New Hope is definitely an A. I really like this movie a lot. I mean, this movie just it revolutionized the movie industry. I mean, this movie was just huge when this came out. I mean, special effects are still amazing to this day. The actors that play these characters, this was their big break. I mean, they really did a great job as these characters, especially Harrison Ford as Han Solo, perfectly cast. It was just a very well done film overall. I mean, it broke box office records, and it was the blockbuster that put blockbusters on the map, sort of. I mean, Jaws started the blockbuster, but Star Wars was oh, this is the new big thing now. I mean, what more can I say about it? It's just an awesome movie that still holds up with a great villain, great, special effects, great characters. What else is there to say? Just overall great film, starting off strong. Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones, I think, is just gonna be a D. This is not a very good movie, in my personal opinion. I mean, Hayden Christensen, he was just not well cast as this character, I guess you could say. I mean, he was just so poorly cast. I mean, what I think George Lucas is trying to do is trying to get that bubblingness in Anakin, hints that he's gonna turn to the dark side, and Hayden Christensen just doesn't do a very good job of that, I guess you could say. Special effects, horrible, don't hold up. Action is just way too over choreographed. I mean, the movie as a whole is kind of boring. I mean, there's just so much talking and whatnot. It's just not a good, the dialogue is just really wooden. I mean, also I remember Padme and Anakin's relationship is just, there's just no chemistry at all whatsoever. Just terrible. I mean, yeah, there's really not a whole lot to say about this movie. It was just, it's easily the worst prequel in my opinion. I mean, it's just it gets everything wrong. What it tries to do, it fails at succeeding. It was just not great. I mean, I guess if there's one positive, I think Obi-Wan, Ian McGregor as Obi-Wan's good. He was well cast, but everything else, just to the effects, dialogue, characters, it just falls flat. Not a great film. Ewoks, ew, yuck, that's a D. Nothing, I don't even need to say anything about that. That's terrible. I'm not gonna waste my time on that piece of garbage. Empire. Empire is an easy S. Empire, that movie is just fabulous. There's just nothing wrong with it. I mean, the one iconic scene with Darth Vader is Luke, I am your father. And that just shocked people. I mean, also the scene in Hoth, and the special effects, characters, everything in this movie is one of those rare anomalies, I guess you could say. It's where the sequel surpasses the original. It took everything we knew about the first movie and succeeded upon it. It's the fine example, or the blueprint example of how to do a sequel, and this movie just holds up so well. I mean, 45 years, the special effects have not aged a day. That just goes to show you how well this movie was crafted, and the fact that it's 45 years old is just mind-blowing to me. So, yeah, really not much else to say. It's a perfect sequel. What else needs to be said? Nothing more, nothing less. Holiday special. Ew, yuck, terrible. Just, I'm not even gonna waste my time with that one either. Return of the Jedi. I'm gonna give Return of the Jedi a B, I think. Return of the Jedi, it's pretty solid. It's a solid movie. I think there's a couple issues I have with it. I think my main issue is the Ewoks. I'm not gonna lie to you, the Ewoks are just, yeah, they're just not really that good in my opinion. I mean, they're just like, I heard they were like gonna do Wookiees, I believe, or something like that, but that would have been way better. Just the Ewoks taking out the stormtroopers and whatnot was just, it was just hard to take seriously. And I think the stuff with Emperor Palpatine's great. The final words with Darth Vader and Luke are great. I don't think Han Solo is as good in this movie. I think he's great in the first two movies, but this one, he's not quite as well written in the other ones. Jabba is also pretty cool, I think. He's a cool character. Some of the CGI doesn't hold up really well, like the scene with the motorbikes, or like this other CGI stuff with where like he's about to go on the Sarlacc pits. A lot of it just doesn't really hold up, or in terms of that part, that is. And there's some dialogue that I just don't particularly like in this movie, but is overall solid, but it fails to live up to the heights of the first two in my opinion, but it's a strong enough conclusion to the series. Revenge of the Sith. I'm gonna give Revenge of the Sith a I'm gonna give this one a B. I think this one's also good. It's a solid movie, but it's also heavily flawed. It's definitely better than the prequels that came before it, which I'll get into the last one later. But like, it's got a lot of good scenes. Like, I mean, Anakin, just like when Anakin is like on fire and he gets his limbs cut off and he's like, I hate you, and then like Obi-Wan saying like, you are the chosen one. Very well done. And I think Grievous is pretty cool. Grievous is a good character. Emperor Palpatine, like, manipulating Anakin to be on the dark side, I think is perfect. They did a good job of that. It's definitely an improvement, because there's a lot of, like, really bad, dialogue, and, like, really bad CGI from time to time. Like, it's certainly better or improved in this movie than it was the ones that came before it, but, like, it can be bad from time to time. Like, you know, there's like certain sequences where it's good, but there's still a bad line of dialogue or like a bad CGI effect here and there. So overall, it's a bit uneven and whatnot. It's like they'll have a certain sequence where there's good things about this sequence, and there's like also some really bad things about it. But I think this movie, it gets enough things right to where I think it's a B. It's definitely good, but they could have handled the dialogue and certain scenes a little better. But it's still overall a good film, in my opinion. Rogue One. Okay. This one's gonna be controversial. I think Rogue One is just overrated, in my opinion. I mean, let me, like, say the good things, though. I mean, action is good. When the characters are in action, I like it. But I don't know. I mean, the characters, it's not that they're terrible, but they're not really anything to write home about. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, Jyn Erso, who I think is the main character, how many Star Wars fans think of Star Wars and, like, go right to Jyn Erso? Nobody. She's just very forgettable, in my opinion. So the characters aren't great, not terrible by any means. scenes, but story, it's not terrible. It's not really worth writing home about, in my opinion. I think the pace of this movie, I feel like, from what I noticed, goes really fast. Like, it'll move really slow at times, and then it'll, like, pick up at times. So, pacing's uneven and whatnot. So, I mean, I think it's got a lot of cool action sequences, and it feels like Star Wars, but story and characters, though not horrible, fall a little short, and they could have done a lot more with it, in my opinion. I mean, I know a lot of people like this movie. Personally, it's just overrated, in my opinion. That's a hot take, but who cares?